welcome back to Chaos Head NoaH. Sorry for the 1 day delay of the stream. I was just really conked out yesterday. I was just like, it would not have been a good stream. But yeah, I'm all fine today, all rested up, and it is time to start Sena's route. Last time we did the bad ending, and my god. Sua we are, like, it is so thankful that on the main timeline, Sua didn't think of any of these crazy-ass ideas that, like, that skewed the timeline onto, like, all the different routes, and that he just was just, you know, just chill and just stuck to his main plan, didn't do anything else. Oh my god, because you could see all the different ways things could go wrong. Or, like, a lot of the endings we've seen end before the main ending, like, we don't know, like, how or if or how they resolve the main plot. Plot is on the roof in the cell phone in chapter 3. Okay, so, but, thank you for that, Zarmegas. We'll probably be able to do those, in chapter 3 and 6, because Sena's starts in chapter 3. Oh wow, look at this. I just realized, so each of the new chapters, the alternate, like, you can start from them as well. You can do their own routes from there. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we have to start from chapter 3 to do Sena. So yeah, and all right, let's go. Thank you for that, Zarmegas. All right, chapter 3, Shogun. What was it? Q? Wait, what was E? Yeah, E. All right, let's go. I think we actually have to do a neutral on this to, oh, it's right here in the beginning. Yep, that's it. We have to do a neutral on this, and we got it. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's check it. I'm pretty sure. Yes, 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 yes! And then no. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is, Takumi channeling Battler here. Please let me order you more. If it's with this girl, I'm willing to get down on my hands and knees and beg with all my heart and soul. If given the choice, I prefer being stepped on. I got nothing against a little swordplay, if you know what I mean. And the last one is a no. She's gonna kill me with that sword either way. Soda flared Garugari-kun. Interesting. Alright, so on the roof with the cell phone in chapter 3, we do positive. Ooh, I am waiting so much. I am so hyped for fucking ISA's story. You guys have no idea. We have to get through this, and we have to get through Rimi's. Oh my god. I am so hyped for that. It's like, just building it up. Alright. Say a positive delusion on the roof with the cell phone. Yeah, this is Rimi's first scene again. Alright. By the way, can you guys hear me in the game okay? Everything, sound-wise, alright. Jeez. Looking up these swords. These swords. These nuts. I jeez. There's Nomi with the bangle. Swinging, swanning, swoodly swangle. Going around in the classroom. Gonna get deluded all the way downtown. Alright, let's see. Come on. Goes a pea, gonna kill ya. Gonna kill ya. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, positive on the roof with the cell phone. Yep. Guess I'd go ahead and listen to it. It's me. It's not like I called you just because I want to hear your voice or anything like that. Okay, Baka? I was just free and didn't have anything else to do. So I just felt like it. Got it? Oh. But now that we're in different classes and all, we don't really get to talk that often. So I was wondering, what do you think of me? Like, have you ever thought about confessing to me? Oh, but it's not like I may be happy or something if you did that. Oh my god. See, this is the kind of fantasy I would hope, like, these are the fun ones. And besides, the chance of me saying yes are like 1 in a million. Yeah, you know, she's saying this, but like, I keep picturing in real life if something like this happened, it'd be like frickin' Lucy pulling the football away from Charlie Brown. Like, that's the feeling I get from this. But don't you think nothing will ever happen unless you at least try to make a move? So just grow up here and tell me already. Got it? Tree of Legends. Alright. I'll be waiting for you under the Tree of Legends after school. You better hurry up and come quickly. Don't blame me for what happens if you don't. Oh my god. Delusion gone. I mean, it could happen. JK. I fucking wish, though, Lamal. There was no Tree of Legends or whatever fuck at this school. Lol. You could delude one up. Yeah, I was wondering, who the fuck was that supposed to be? Was that, like, supposed to be Remy or something? I was thinking, like, was that supposed to be Remy? And who is this tsundere supposed to be, anyway? Wow. Personality settings were pretty lackluster. I should have at least made her more like Seroton. Wasn't the time to be indulging my delusions, was it? Feeling empty inside, I sighed and decided to listen to the actual voice message. Examine my surroundings, making sure the demon girl wasn't there, then put the phone up to my ear. Alright, there we go. Alright, so there's a positive with Sena in Chapter 6. I believe right after the whole roof thing with ISA. We still have to do. There's meeting with Shogun. Meeting with Shogun, going now, and talking about these cases. Cozy P making a pre-chapter 6 appearance. Misumi. Let's go. Just fast forwarding through the text that we already saw. Rimi and Misumi, Rimi and Misumi. There's none of you don't want to assume me, but I guess now we see the text that's going free. There's Sena once again, and now I see indubitably. Eating her ice cream. There we go now, talking on the internet with a serial killer. Gonna see now what they do. Oh, a new scene. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Yeah, that's right, we have new scenes in their roots that are before it actually starts. Here we go. A solitary train car stood stock still near Shibuya Station. Shibuya. It was a car that was open to the public, with many referring to it as the Green Frog. Aoi Sena sat inside of it. Biting her thumbnail, she looked out the window and watched the passers-by with disinterest. She and Nishijo Takumi had spoken at length yesterday on this very train, and today she had come here once again. She hadn't gone to school. Attendance was the least of her worries. She was constantly driven by feelings of impatience. As a result, she would often get very irritated with others, leading to her fairly harsh behavior toward them. Where the hell are you, Hatano? Her voice swelled with hatred, all of it directed towards a single individual. She dug a hand into her uniform pocket and took out a piece of paper. I'm guessing he might live on this route. That'll, be the big difference. It was a small, crumpled scrap of paper, torn from a memo pad. Written on it was something resembling an algebraic formula. The letters were faded and dull, perhaps due to aging, or perhaps because they'd been written in pencil. Only one part remained barely legible, and that was IR2. It was the scribblings of Sena's father from long ago. Needless to say, she did not exactly treat it as a holy artifact. Instead, she simply kept it close so she could always remember the hatred she held for her father. Sena's family was once a happy one. However, the moment her father had scrawled a certain formula onto this piece of paper, slowly, silently yet certainly, madness began to envelop everything. Sena's father had once been a corporate scientist. Sena had just been an elementary school student at the time, and while she did not understand the type of work her father did, she knew he was always busy. He was rarely home. Occasionally he would come home and show his affectionate side. But that almost never lasts even a day. He'd be back to work before anyone knew it. It was not that she disliked her father, but she was a little disappointed to find that she could not think of a single time her family had ever sat down for a meal together. Then came a day about 6.5 years ago, where her father returned home from work. Unlike his usual calm and collected self, he had been brimming with excitement.
Sena, 父さんはすごい発見をしたぞ。俺はノーベル賞どころの騒ぎじゃない。
Sena, their old man discovered something amazing. This is something that reaches far beyond even a Nobel Prize.
何がそんなにすごいの?
What did you find that's so amazing?
この公式はこれまでの世界の仕組みをも変えるだろう。 それほどの大発見なんだ。
This formula will change the world as we know it, overthrowing the mechanisms behind its very function. It's monumental.
As he spoke, he held a memo pad before Sena's eyes. Written on it was the IR2 equation.
ずっと探していたんだよ。父さんではどうしても思いつけなかった。プロジェクトノアは停滞していた。手詰まりだった。
I've spent so long searching for this. I couldn't come up with anything, no matter how hard I tried. Project NoaH had slowed to a halt. It reached deadlock.
だが、この方式があれば、計画は次の段階に進めるんだ。
But with this formula, the project can advance onto the next phase.
まさかあんなところで見つけるなんて思いもしなかったよ。これはまさに信仰の救いだね。
I never would have guessed it was in such a strange place. I feel as if the divine light itself has blessed me.
God, why did all the people who were involved in this have to be part of that stupid fucking cult? Seriously. Oh, fucking hell. Like, it is infuriating. Like, they all had to be a part of that stupid fucking cult.
東京駅だ。たまたま
Hello,
通り
Sena,
かかった
welcome to the stream.
本当に偶然だった。セナは東京駅に行ったことはあったかな。やたら広いだろ、あの駅の構内は。
Right at Tokyo Station. I was just walking by. What are the odds? Have you seen Tokyo Station? The size of that place is enormous.
その構内の一角にたくさんの作文が
My
展示さ
God,
れてい
it
たん
was
だ。
just that.
文部省の全国なんとか作文コンクールとか、そんな名前の展覧会だったよ。
They just had to put them on display.
There were these essays on display in one corner of the station. It was an exhibition by the Ministry of Education, showcasing essays from a nationwide writing contest.
優秀な子供たちの作文が飾ってあってね。
The essays there were all written by excellent students.
セナ知ってるかい？もしかして応募したりしたかい？
Did you know about it? Or perhaps did you apply?
わかんない。多分知らない。
I didn't know about it, I think. I don't know.
セナが出れば、きっとセナも優秀作品に選ばれていたんじゃないかな。
If you had, dear, I'm sure the judges would have adored your entry.
そんなことないよ。私、作文は苦手。
That's not true. I'm not very good at writing.
そうか？もっと自信を持つべきだと思うがな。
So sweet.
Is that what you think? Well, I think you should have more confidence in yourself.
ねえ、作文がすごい大発見だったんだ。
So you found another person's essay? Was that the big discovery?
いやー、違う違う。そうじゃないんだ。作文なんてどうでもいいんだよ。重要だったのは、その裏に書かれていた落書きなんだ。
No, not the essay. The essay itself is of no consequence. The only important part is that the scribbling on the back of the page.
Sorry.
そ
I
こに
choose.
飾られていた作文は、透明のプラスチックの額に収められていてね。裏側も見ることができた。
Seriously. All these points. It had to be in a fucking clear plastic display. Fucking bullshit.
The essay was sitting in a clear plastic display, so you could see the back of the page through it.
And he just happened to see, like, all these
これは多
stupid
分
bullshit
演
coincidences.
出とかそういうものじゃない。たまたま透明なだけだったんだろうね。
It likely wasn't specifically meant to be displayed like that. They just happened to be transparent.
きっと主催者には作文の裏の落書きを見せようなんて気はなかったはずなん
Fucking
だ。
hell.
I'm absolutely certain that the event organizers never meant to show the backside of that essay.
だからこの公式を父さんが見る確率はそれこそ天文学的数字だったわけさ。これが奇跡というやつなのかな。
Yeah, miracle. Jeez.
The odds of me finding that formula were astronomically slim. I wonder if this is what they call a miracle.
公式っていうことは算数なんだね。
By formula? You mean like math?
ああ、そうだよ。すごく難しい算数だ。
Yes, that's right. It's a very difficult mathematical formula.
算数で世界を変えられちゃったりするのかな。
Can you really change the world with maths?
ああ、変えられるよ。父さんの研究はね、世界を変えることなんだ。
Yes, you really can. Everything about your old man's research involves changing the world.
本当？信じられないな。
I know, right? Oh god, like, how do they know what these variables mean? Like fun. Like, you know, that I wonder if in Undertale, Toby Fox like got the concept of the fun value from this. I wouldn't be surprised, considering it plays a similar role here. Really? I don't know if I believe you.
いつか証明してあげるよ。見ていてくれ、セナ。
Someday I'll prove it. Just you watch, Sena.
It had been over 6.5 years since that day. Gritting her teeth together, Sena shoved the paper back in her pocket. She gazed through the window, her eyes focused on the dull sky above. Undoubtedly, the world would change soon, just as her father had said. Sena's own world had already undergone many drastic changes. Vileness, havoc. Everywhere you looked, you would find more. It had become an unfathomably hideous place.
そんな世界を作らせない。
A world like that can't be allowed to exist.
奴を殺して私が止めてやる。
I'll kill that bastard and stop it myself. Oh, back to takumi on the computer. You was going crazy, knocking him out. Sad you were being thrown away. Oh, looky here. Yeah, the next delusion that we haven't seen, which there really isn't that many. I think that's the last one that you noted, Zarvegas, was the positive delusion with Sena right after ISA's whole jumping off thing. ISA! Look at you, I swear! Really? Oh, that's right. He took samples from all kinds of crazy shit. Jeez. All right. All right. Let's see. We just have to wait for ISA. I wonder if there's another Sena scene. Sena exclusive scene. Before. Oh no, this is just her about the wanting to borrow the CD. I remember. I don't know if you guys have where you live, but we had a lovely music store called FYE, in America in the 2000s. And, you know, a lot of, like, the whole, like, stores of music and like, movies and such like that have been greatly diminished, if not outright gone by now. Like, you just, because of the internet and Amazon, you just don't see them. And I think that's really sad because it was very fun to just walk through and to see things that you didn't know existed. And, like, you know, you could see merchandise especially for different things. But in the end, like, it's better because, like, you know, like, anime especially, it was just, like, during the 2000s, like, it was fucking expensive as all shit. Like, they would charge $30 for, like, 3 episodes on one DVD. And, like, I know that was the normal price in Japan, but it's absolutely fucking criminal. Like, that's fucking highway robbery. Like, and that's why everybody used piracy at that time, because, like, that price is ridiculous. Like, we were getting season box sets of other shows, like, for that price. You had Sam the Record Man? Oh, that's cool, Zash. I'm just hearing, you know what we had? We had something similar. We had Sam Goody as well, was a store. Sam Goody, from when I was a very little kid, we had Sam Goody at a recent mall. By the way, my parents, still in America, have told me that there is one FYE that still exists. There's literally just one. Who knows if they're, like, some scattered about, but it's in a mall that's like an hour away from them, and they sometimes go just for nostalgic sake. My parents and my sister, like, it's crazy. And I also have heard that Barnes & Noble still exists, which I'm so grateful for. Because that was such a fun store that me and my sister hung out at all the time. Oh, yeah. Delusion time. Yeah, it's the hand. Time to be handed. Oh, no, I thought it was. Oh, there's this. Okay. I didn't realize we already gotten here. Okay. Alright, here it is. Here it is. Okay. We got a positive. I could feel Sena's breath on my cheeks. And how appropriate, considering we're doing Sena's route. Just the thought of her only needing to move a bit closer to rip my throat out with her teeth genuinely terrified me. Staring at me point blank range, Sena. Oh, dang. Wow. It's very funny to see the side of Takumi. That comes out with Sena. the sub side of Takumi. Wow, I gotta say, that's one of the best. That's one of the, yeah, this one's awesome, actually. I felt something soft press against my lips. I had no idea what was going on. All I knew was I couldn't breathe and I was getting really dizzy. This is actually one of the more romantic CGs we've had. It's nice, like, rather than one that's more perverted. I tried to push myself away from her, but Sena was still grabbing me by the chest, so I couldn't move. They began wriggling lustfully against my lips, and then it penetrated my mouth, twisted roughly around my tongue, slid across my gums, and violated me orally. I didn't know what was going on. All I knew was that for some reason, it felt really good. But I was still having trouble breathing. I was about to pass out. Just before I would have, the wriggling object left my mouth. Sena's lips glistened with saliva. She had been staring at me with murderous eyes only a few moments ago, now her eyes look utterly enchanted. Wait, had she just kissed me?
お前こそ勇者。
Huh? You're a hero.
お前の力を私に貸せ。私と一緒に戦え。
Wow, now she's kind of acting like I say here. Lend me your strength. Fight by my side.
拒否するのは許さない。
You can't refuse. You're coming whether you like it or not. And I mean that in more than one way. After rattling off that insanity in an angry voice, Sena brought her face to mine once again. Oh, wow. All these sounds. Dang. She pressed her lips madly against mine and violated my mouth. Don't say that. Don't say it that way. That makes it sound all wrong. Especially if you like it. Her hot breaths and sweet saliva trickled past my lips.
私は勇者に挑戦させるために生まれてきた巫女だ。
Oh God. Oh boy. That's pretty funny. Oh God. What game did he get this from? I am a priestess born for the sole purpose of offering my pure blood to a hero. In a state of pure ecstasy, she rattled off line after line that made me think, what urge is this?
お前がいないとこの戦いには勝てない。
We can't win this war without you.
さあ、血の契約を交わそう。
Ah, somebody read Fate. This is some kind of type moon shit right here. Now, let's exchange a contract of blood. Ouch. Sena's teeth sank deeply into my lip. Pain shot through me and the taste of blood spread inside my mouth.
お前が欲しい。
I want to. Does she have any idea how to ask someone something? Even if she did, everything she said was completely absurd. But... Oh, jeez. Talk! Wow. You really went there, eh? Sensation of basically getting reverse raped. I mean, she's not like... Well, to be blunt, I was as hard as a rock. I can get into this kind of roleplay. It's your fucking delusion, man.
おい、無視するな。
Don't you dare ignore me. I shot back to my senses. Sena was still grabbing me by the chest, and she had me pinned me to the playground equipment. I like, you know what is so unique about this route? I really like how this is bringing out a different side of Takumi's delusions. Like, usually they're all, like, basically the same here. But with Sena, they're very different. And it's a nice change of pace. And her face was still really close. Her eyes met, and my face went hot. I
その力のことを誰に教わったんだって聞いているんだ。
I said, who taught you how to use that power? I didn't remember her asking anything like that. Maybe that scenario from earlier was just a delusion I used to escape reality? Maybe? Yeah, of course it was. Despite me still trying to wrap my head around the situation, Sena didn't seem to care and started shaking me violently.
誰からだ？答えろ。
Who was it? Answer me!
天聖信仰会とは関係あるのか？ないのか？
Are you involved with the cosmic church, the divine light, or not? Divine Church of the what now? I shook my head reflexively. I can't breathe. You're choking me. I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna die. I'm done for. Oh shit, Sena, don't be like that. Jeez. Just before I lost consciousness, Sena let go of me suddenly, and I collapsed to the ground. Jeez, Sena. What the hell? That's not called for. I kept on coughing, struggling desperately to get oxygen in my lungs. Was Sena my enemy after all? Was she another one of Shogun's underlings? I imagine her route isn't gonna start until after the whole Sena and Kozupi stuff. If she was, then I had to run away. If you're not one of them, I'll let you go. Sorry. Noticing my confusion, Sena clicked her tongue lightly, then let out a sigh. And then without saying another word, she went to leave. Oh, there we go. Alright, back to reality. Oh yeah, there's this scene. This is an extra scene that was just in replays. Are you guys, I actually have to check something really quick. I will, just let's get through this delusion. Oh, it's this scene, yep. Let's just get through the hand. I have to check something, I'll be right back. Alright, back. Oh, we're at this scene. Oh god. Oh no, we're at this again. I gotta go through this again. Oh boy. Oh god, I hope I get it right. Okay. God damn it, this thing always... Okay, here we go. Alright, I got through it. Okay. Oh, there's another Sena scene. Crazy nurse. Alright, boy. Now we just have to, motor all the way through until we, oh god, a fucking psychotic nurse. Here we go. Until we actually get, yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be any more, like, interludes. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna start at, until at least either, like, replacing or during the, Sena and Cosby, parts. Oh, here we go. Speaking of which. Alright, so hopefully we'll be there very soon. Hello, Mirage. Welcome to the stream. The game after this point legit just a lot of it seems to be skipping. I've noticed. There was one Sena scene. There was one new Sena scene earlier. And, like, we also used that. I think we've now seen every delusion. Pre-chapter 9, I think. Like, oh, here they are. Here's Sena and Cosby. Alright, so this part with the ice cream, I think I want to, since, yeah, I do want to do the positive here because that is a nice thing for Sena. So, yeah, since we're on her route, may as well. Oh, the photo! I bet that's going to come up. Oh, there he is, nursing. Oh. Oh, a new thing. Oh boy, is the 7th case gonna be different? Alright. The 7th case! Yes, Oliver Roach, oh god. We don't have time to read an 8-hour visual novel. Yeah, this is good. It's like, yeah, Doki Doki 2. Pretty awesome. How long was this damn thing gonna go on for? Was I next? Would I be the victim of the 8th case, the 9th? Anxiety aside, Broom was pretty much the new-gen news guy at this point. He'd been keeping me in the loop about basically everything. Even now, he was going out of his way to link a bunch of blog posts and news articles about it. Seemed like he really wanted me to take a look. Biting my lip, I reluctantly clicked the first link. Is it going to be different like it was in the, Nope, it's still GQN puzzle. An individual lacking basic common sense. Okay. Like a puzzle, but yeah, we've seen this, yeah. I don't understand why it's not letting me skip. Jeez.
通りかかった新聞販売員の男性が発見しました。
This is the exact same. Ay, jeez. Let me make a save. Just to see. Does it actually say like a new chapter, or like? How do I turn pages again? No, Zash. That was a meme. That was a meme. Zash. The Doki Doki 2 thing is a meme. I think Oliver Raj can tell you about it. It's like there was a YouTuber who was like just like fast forwarding through like a visual novel. It's like, cause I don't know. It's like it was that age where everyone was doing reactions of Doki Doki, and like he probably wanted to capitalize on the success of that and a lot of other visual novels in that vein. Q&E. I'm sorry, this may as well be invisible to me. Wow, really? It won't give me a new page? Alright, here we go. Oh, okay, Chapter 8, Sena Root, Deus Ex Machina. Alright, cool. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, this is, we've started right here, yeah, right after. Alright. At approximately 4:50 this morning near a railroad in Shibuya, a passing newspaper salesman discovered the bodies of 3 male homicide victims suspended from an iron pole.
警察の調べによりますと、殺されたのはいずれも渋谷区に住む無職藤田康平さん、大学生の安沢三郎さん、とび職の高木亮さんの3人です。
The police investigation discovered that the victims were all residents of Shibuya. Fujita Kohei, unemployed, Anzawa Saburo, a college student, and Takagi Ryo, a construction worker.
3人とも胴体の部分が切断され、それぞれの上半身と下半身が別々に入れ替えられて糸で縫合されていました。
Each victim had been severed in half at the waist. Their upper and lower bodies were then interchanged with one another and stitched back together with thread.
3人の額にはそれぞれ謎の傷がつけられており、警察では犯人からのメッセージではないかと見て調べています。
There were also mysterious wounds carved into their foreheads, and the police are investigating the possibility that there may be a message left by the culprit.
渋谷では2ヶ月ほど前から猟奇殺人事件が頻発しており、警察では今回の事件も同一犯による犯行の可能性が高いと見て捜査を続けています。
The authorities believe that the case is part of a series of grotesque murders that have been occurring in Shibuya over the past 2 months. The investigation is currently ongoing. At the end of the news clip, photographs of 3 victims were shown. I had seen those faces before. It's them!
昨日僕に絡んできた。
The guys who beat me up yesterday. I'd given them my wallet, but they kicked my ass anyway. I'd then fallen unconscious, and when I woke up, Kozupi was beside me. The 3 of them had collapsed on the ground, covered in blood. I took my wallet out from my pocket and stared at it intently. When I came to, Kozupi had been carrying it, and she'd given it back to me soon after. Could the person who killed those 3 be... No, definitely not. Last time I'd seen them, they'd been beaten to a pulp and covered in blood, but they haven't been cut in half or anything. Which would mean they'd been killed off after Kozupi and I had left. It had to have been Shogun. That wrinkly asshole was trying to provoke me. Damn it, he really was committed to driving me insane. Just how far was he willing to go? I wanted to vomit. I clutched my stomach as it churned in pain. Was I next? Would I be next to die? It was also possible that Shogun could show up in person again.
He seemed to be playing with me like with some kind of game after all. Maybe he felt like sending me on another quest soon. Just the thought alone terrified me. I tried to grasp my D-sword, but even that was just to protect myself from him. Without that sword, how could I ever hope to escape his evil clutches? Felt like he was holding a knife straight to my throat. Oh! Like he was saying, I can kill you whenever I please. Please just let me go. What did I do to deserve this? I couldn't take it anymore. Someone save me, please.
Is Sena gonna come?
Remy, where'd you go? Weren't you supposed to protect me? No, I couldn't rely on Remy anymore. I had even gone to school today just to see her, but she hadn't even been there. Almost like she was never there to begin with. So I had to find someone else. Someone else I could rely on to protect me. And the first person that came to mind was...
Sena. There we go. If you continue down this path, whether you desire it or not, your consciousness must be strong enough to create positive from negative. If you don't, if you half-ass it, your delusions will devour you from within.
How is Sena? Yesterday, when the two of us had gone our separate ways, she had given me that piece of advice. She definitely knew something. She had also had a D-sword. She seemed strong, too. Would she be my savior? If not, I was doomed.
Here we go. Now it's new stuff.
The following day, I made my way to the front of the station. And honestly, I didn't really want to go back there.
So yeah, this is one where it's not freaking, it's not Sua doing something new. It's Takumi making a different decision.
After all that traumatic Esper PS, the front of Shibuya Station brought back nothing but bad memories. Look, adding to my stress just like usual. There were way too many people. The area around Hachiko was absolutely infested with normies loitering around. Everyone kept glancing at me and sneering as they pointed their phones at me.
Oh god, that's horrible. That is horrible.
When I turned to look away, my eyes wandered up toward the towering O front. The very building where I committed social suicide only a few days ago. Videos covering every angle of that night continued to make the rounds on the internet, and they would very likely continue to spread across the world for all eternity. Erasing them was pretty much impossible at this point. Oh god. Oh god. Seriously. That is so... It's a good thing the world is gonna go through a huge disaster that'll make everybody forget about this in a couple of days. I was gonna spend the rest of my life as the internet's favorite punchline. I was so frustrated, angry, and sad. Made me want to get as far away from it as I possibly could. But knowing Shogun would kill me the second I tried to escape, I was forced to painstakingly stamp my ground. I cautiously stepped foot inside into the train carriage and was the green frog, trying my hardest to avoid looking at my surroundings. Oh, same CG. Unsurprisingly, there she sat. Aoi Sena, this train's sole passenger. Took me a minute, but I realized the reason why no one else was in the car was likely due to Sena's own handiwork. She'd used her gigglomaniac powers or whatever they were. You again. Did you locate any errors? Shaking my head lightly, I handed her the crunchy coon I'd bought in advance from the local convenience store. It's my way of getting my foot in the door. Ooh, the crunchy coon is gonna be like a symbol of like the relationship between them as things go on. I'll bet. Here, I know it's not much, but I hope you like it. Oh, no, please don't worry about it. Thank you very much. And that's how it would go, all according to the stupid-ass Japanese custom. But even though I knew it was idiotic. Not even I would stoop as low as ask for protection without giving something in return. As payment for her services, I would give her 3 crunchy coons a day. It was an offer even Sena couldn't refuse. I mean, seriously, 3 crunchy coons. You'll never get an offer like that. That is too funny. Oh my god. For me. Thank you. Huh? She accepted it with surprisingly little resistance. Everything was going according to Keikaku. What flavor did you get, Nishijo? For me, it's soda or nothing. I'm glad. Well, I'm glad I did this ending. I like this really a lot so far. Sena excitedly tore open the wrapping and took out the popsicle. It might have just been my imagination, but it almost looked like her mouth had curved into a slight smile. Ah, that is so sweet. Man, just how obsessed with those things are you? You're practically asking for a stomachache. I think it's a really weird one? Okay, Olga, we'll see what happens. Mine's cola flavor.
なんだとコーラ味なんて邪道だふざける
Wait, didn't she... Wait, didn't she just say she likes soda? Wait. What the fuck? Didn't you just say that's what you liked? What the hell is going on here? You just said you liked it. Excuse me? Cola flavor's heresy. Burn in hell.
すいません
Sorry? Yeah, that's literally what you said you just liked. What? Is that like a translation thing? I don't get it. It made her mad. Hello, Rockstar Rose, welcome to the stream. What the hell? Yes, they are. They're freaking synonyms for the exact same thing. Hello, Fisher, welcome to the stream. Yeah, soda and cola are literally the same thing. There is no difference. They're two words that mean the same thing. Oh, you mean like Pepsi and Coke? But would like a candy offer both Coke and Pepsi flavors? Like, this is so fucking confusing. This is the biggest mystery in all of friggin' Chaos Head.
I'd made her mad. I thought about telling her off for getting upset over something so trivial, but I figure I better keep my mouth shut.
それで
Anyway,
Taking a bite out of her crunchy cone, Sena shifted her probing gaze to me.
私に何か用か
what do you want?
I.
Hello, Conway. Welcome to the stream.
Why does she have to be so intimidating? The look in her eyes could turn me to stone.
Ooh, hello, Frederica Berncastle. Welcome to the stream.
All I wanted was to ask for help, but it felt like the sheer anxiety alone was gonna kill me. I was already bad enough to be talking to 3D girls as it is. I took a few deep breaths and just barely managed to calm myself down.
僕を助けてほしい
I want you to help me.
Angrily eating her ice cream. What's that supposed to mean?
僕はニュージェネの真犯人に、狙われてる
That's actually
こ
true.
の前話したでしょ将軍っていうやつなんだ
I'm being targeted by the new gen culprit. I told you about him before, remember? That Shogun guy.
僕はきっとそいつに思考盗撮されてる
I know for a fact that he's reading my mind.
You know, Takumi, all these things are true, but the way you say them makes it sound like you're crazy.
思考盗撮かそいつ何者だ
He can read minds. What is he?
知るもんか僕が聞きたいぐらいだ
Like I know. That's exactly what I'm trying to figure out.
この渋谷で思考盗撮できる連中なんて限られてるギガロマニアックスかあるいは望みの連中か
People in Shibuya that can read minds are few and far between. They could either be a gigalomaniac, or perhaps the people at Nozomi.
Nozomi?
Nozomi?
Oh, he's gonna learn about it here.
望みテクノロジープロジェクトノアによって世界を手に入れようとしてる。
Nozomi Technology. A company that's trying to control the world using Project NoaH.
What's she on about? Sounded like some kind of conspiracy theory. But could Shogun be a member of that organization?
I mean, dude, you can't just say that. Like, you can't call people crazy for this and then talk about Shogun reading your mind. And, like, it works both ways. It's like you can't be the only sane person.
My delusions are the only ones that are true. Everyone else's are crazy.
Alright.
But could Shogun be a member of that organization?
僕を助けてよ。頼むよ。
Help me, please. I'm begging you. I felt myself rapidly sink further into despair. I wanted something, anything to cling to. Something that would save me. Sena took another bite of her crunchy-kun, then furrowed her brow.
言ったはずだ。中途半端な気持ちで踏み込むなら妄想に食われると。
I already told you. If you keep going but half-ass it, your delusions will devour you from within. And what exactly have you been doing?
Half-assing it?
And what has been happening? Oh, sorry. And what has been happening?
My delusions have been devouring me from within?
Exactly.
お前には覚悟があるか？
Knowing that, do you have the resolve to move forwards?
ないよ。あるわけないだろ。僕がただ助けてくれって言ってるんだ。
No way, of course not. That's why I'm asking you to help me.
こんなのもううんざりなんだ。なんで僕ばっかり。
I can't take this anymore. Why does it have to be me?
Poor Takumi, he doesn't even know anything about this yet. Oh god.
Sapped of all my willpower, I fell to my knees. Don't do this to me. Just protect me. What do you want me to do? I don't want to do anything anymore.
覚悟はなしか。
So, you don't have any resolve.
I felt her cold glare pierce through me. I could clearly tell just how pathetic I was being, so all I could do at that point was hang my head in shame.
だが、その将軍というやつは気になるな。もし望みの人間なら、ミュージェネ事件も連中が起こしてるということか。だとしたら、それを捨ておくわけには。
This Shogun person bothers me. If they're from Nozomi, does that mean they're one of the people behind Nujin? If so, I can't ignore it.
With a frown, Sena muttered that to herself as she looked out the window. She seemed to be deep in thought, but she kept chewing on her crunchy-kun regardless. Hello?
She finished it.
Not long after he said something, Sena suddenly got up from her seat. She was now standing in front of me.
私に守ってほしいのか
You want me to protect you?
Damn it. She was always looking down on me. Does this bitch have a dominatrix fetish or something?
I think you have the dominatrix fetish, Takumi. Giving your delusions and like the questions we had to answer to get here.
Despite insulting her inside my head, I gave her a meek nod.
それはつまり私とお前はこれから行動を共にするという意味だ
In other words, this means we'll be working together from now on.
それでもいいんだな
That all right with you?
As long as you protect me, anything's fine. Protecting myself from Shogun's attack was my highest priority right now.
本当に守ってくれるなら文句は言わない
If you'll really protect me, then no. I don't have any objections.
決まりだ
It's settled then.
Sena extended her hand toward me. I stared blankly at those delicate fingers of hers, unsure of what they were trying to convey. Growing impatient, Sena grabbed my hand and pulled me up. Our eyes met, if only for an instant. Having our gazes intertwine at such a short distance made me frantically avert my eyes. She then let go of my hand.
じゃあ行くぞ
All right, let's move.
And then, as if to spur me onward, turned her back to me. Huh?
行くってどこへ
Move where?
のぞみテクノロジーの本社だ
To Nozomi Technologies head office. We're going to cut the head off the snake.
What? What?
Oh, there we go.
これから乗り込む
We're going to infiltrate it.
Infiltrate? Like into the enemy base? No, what? Oh, this stupid bitch thinking? Does she have a death wish? Well, this was game over, man. Game over. God, I was such an idiot for thinking I could rely on her. Like hell I was going anywhere near there. I wanted nothing to do with this. I wasn't the kind of person to just waltz right into my death. I was the type of person who tells someone, wow, that plan fucking sucks, and then dish them. Ignoring my look of disbelief, Sena strolled briskly out the door. However, I, meanwhile, stayed right where I was, refusing to budge an inch. Suddenly, I realized I could no longer move my arms. I glanced down at my body. Oh, God! Before I could even blink, a white chain had coiled around my body. And on top of that, it wrapped around me very, very tight. Even when I tried to force it off, it refused to budge an inch. What the? How did this even happen?
グズグズするな
Stop wasting time.
Sena poked her head out the window, then urged me to come quickly.
God, Takumi.
I felt the chain wrapped around my body being tugged. I tried to resist, but I no longer had full control of my body. The chain led outside the train carriage and ended when it reached Sena's hand.
Are they gonna like rescue the sister like well before Rimi tries to? Interesting.
She was holding it. She was the one pulling me. So this is what Queen and Slave...
I knew he was gonna go there. I knew it.
The Queen and Slave exhibitionist humiliation roleplay is like... I see. Wait, no, it was nothing like that! What the fuck?
Oh my god. Oh god. They're actually doing like the sexual humor really well in this part. like without like actually showing too much. I don't know. Like it's actually a lot funnier.
Oh, god damn it. I was such an idiot for thinking I could rely on Sena. I clearly picked the wrong person for this. Someone help me. I can't take this anymore. Why did I have to pick the Sena route?
Oh wow, look at this. Yeah, this is clearly just a Photoshop picture, isn't it? And they had like a Seiroton poster there.
Nozomi's main branch was apparently within walking distance of Shibuya Station, but my mental strength had already been completely drained before we even reached it. After all, Sena had been parading me around right smack in the middle of Shibuya. It went without saying that practically every cell phone in existence had been pointed at me.
That is horrible. Good thing they can't see the chain.
And with that, my dark past had grown even darker. There's definitely a thread about it on that channel by now. As for Nishijo indulging in puppy play with black-haired Butte in Shibuya,
I think the chain is invisible, Takumi, so.
The DQNs were never gonna let me hear the end of this.
Well, does anyone know, like, he's Neidhart and stuff? But
no matter how much I pleaded with Sena, she refused to remove the chains.
今のお前にとって必要なのは目立つことだ。今のところその目的は達成されてるだろう。
Right now, it's imperative that you stand out as much as possible. This is doing just that, don't you think? Oh wait, they can't see the chain? Oh god. Oh god. Oh no!
She was constantly spouting all sorts of nonsensical reasoning like that. Seriously, what kind of bullshit logic was that?
Oh.
Anzai-sensei, I want to be a man who stands out from the crowd. Had I asked for anything like that? No, I fucking hadn't.
Oh, that's something I actually don't know. Wow. It's been a while since we got an entry here. Really, it's number 3? The coach from Famous Basket. Oh, it's probably from Slam Dunk. I haven't read that. Okay. On the internet, uses parody a certain quote from the manga in order to express a desperate desire. Anzai-sensei. And their off-quoted line, this one spoken by Anzai-sensei, is,
If you give up, it's game over.
yeah, it's probably Slam Dunk. I've heard that's very famous. But sports manga never caught on in the West, at least early on. Like there are some, you know, that later on, like, had some following, but they're never anywhere near as big as they were in Japan. Because I don't know, like anime and manga are clearly more of like seen as nerdy pastimes, and like you don't mix nerdy stuff with sports usually. You usually fucking don't. So it just seems like I think that's it almost had like a stigma against it from the very beginning in the West.
Strolling right into the enemy base. What the hell was she thinking? We could be killed at any moment. Completely ignoring my complaints, Sena casually entered the fancy building, dragging me right along with her. After all, the chain had given me no choice in the matter.
My god, are we gonna do like a fucking Cowboy Bebop? Like seriously. Is this gonna be like freaking the last episode of Cowboy Bebop type thing? The real folk blues. Da 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 do do do. The grandeur of the expansive lobby standing before me took my breath away. The Nozomi group. Apparently become one of Japan's leading conglomerates. A place like this was so far removed from the light of a student like
me. It felt like a completely different world. We'd never set foot in front of a building quite like it before. The size of the lobby, the practical enshrinement of the hot grills, the reception tonight. I had to take a moment to breathe. Aren't those? It looks like dudes at the reception desk there, though. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Do 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 do. Yes. Wait, we were in a company workplace. Shouldn't have been off limits to unauthorized personnel. Both Sena and I were wearing suime uniforms, so we were very obviously high school students. Can't you, like, delude yourself up some new clothes? Not only that, but I was wrapped up in a chain, too. Practically screaming that we were intruders. For Sena to disregard this and enter the building like she owned the place, I began to doubt her sanity. Oh man, this disc's starting to get fucking awesome. Like, Sena's like, let's just go fight the final boss early. Like, is she gonna tell, like, Kozafi to meet her there? Because I think they could use the extra muscle here. The moment we entered the automatic doors, I made eye contact with the receptionists.
帰ろうよ。
Let's go back. I was hesitant to go any further than we already had, but Sena didn't get moving.
心配するな。
Stop worrying. Why are you so confident?
We moved past the reception desk and headed towards the elevator in the back.
Did she make them invisible after all?
And nobody said a word to us. What the hell? Sena didn't get on the elevator, though. Instead, she goes,
Oh, we're gonna Final Fantasy VII this.
chose to go for the fire escape near the hall. Beyond the door was a dimly lit emergency staircase, and that was where she finally stopped.
周囲は私たちを望みの社員だと思い込んでる。
Everyone in the building is convinced that we're Nozomi employees.
Suddenly, before I could even blink, the pressure on my body disappeared. I looked down and saw the chain around me had vanished without a trace. Next thing I saw was the D-sword in Sena's hand. Was that chain just a delusion Sena had real-booted using her Gallmaniac powers?
Well, of course it was. Where did you think it came from before?
So, Sena had sent anti-particles into my dead spots, this time making the real-booted chain instantly disappear?
望みの社員と思ってるってどういう
Why would they think we're Nozomi?
そう思い込ませた。肉眼で私たちを見た人間全員にな。
Because I made them. Them being everyone that observes us.
She made them? She could do that? Sena then looked up at the top of the staircase. Something resembling a surveillance camera was installed there. It had a red light affixed to it and let an eerie sound as it surveyed the room.
監視カメラにも思い込ませることってできる
I don't. Oh, yeah, she's done that. No, she can make the sword invisible to cameras. But she can't make herself, I don't think. I forgot, like with Bon. Like they couldn't see the sword in the camera.
Can you make the cameras believe it too?
やろうと思えばできるかもな。試したことはない。それに、やる必要もない。
Maybe if I tried to. I've never tested it before. Either way, there's no need to.
なんでバレちゃうじゃないか
Why not? Won't they catch us?
Because it's a suicide mission, you idiot.
ありえないスニーキングミッションでは 監視カメラを最初に壊して常識的に考えて
No, I heard what he said. I heard what he said. I heard what he fucking said, game. He did not say stealth mission. He said sneaking mission. Yes. Metal Gear. Lolly-loo-la-loo. Alright.
This is ridiculous. Destroying the cameras is one of the first things you should do in any sneaking mission. Everybody knows that.
Yep, I remember freaking GoldenEye 007, which was even before that. It's like in a lot of the episodes, the freaking objectives were to blow up the security cameras. And it's funny because in that game, literally everything you shot at exploded. It doesn't matter if it was like electronic or not, if it was a wooden chair, if it was a metal desk. You shot at it enough and it will just explode with it. It's very fucking funny.
Well, everyone who played a video game before at least.
言っただろ。お前が目立つことが必要なんだ。
I already told you. You need to stand out. Are they being a distraction? For someone else? For like Kozabi? No, I don't think they could trust Kozabi to do something on her own.
And that's exactly what I don't get. Aren't you contradicting yourself? You made them assume we're Nozomi employees in order to camouflage us, but then you turn around and say, you need to stand out. Which is it? What exactly are you trying to do? All everyone ever does is speak in riddles. Do you think I'm an idiot or something? What, do y'all think to yourselves? Even if I try to explain it, he won't get it. You are, aren't you? Fuck you! Oh, damn it. I'm smart, people. I'm SMRT. My IQ is absolutely higher than Sena's, no doubt about it. As I bit my lip in frustration, Sena took off on her own up the stairs. You need to be of higher intelligence to understand Blood Tune. Leaving me behind to continue seething. Did this girl have any actual interest in protecting me? No. No, she didn't. After all, she'd already put me in harm's way by dragging me into this building. Regardless of her intentions, I just wish she'd stop rushing ahead on her own. She could at least tell me where she was going and what she was trying to do. Just give me some sort of explanation, please! Why were we using the staircase instead of the elevator anyway? I sucked at exercising.
Because it's an homage to Final Fantasy VII.
エレベーターに乗るのは自殺行為だ。
It's the same thing. Oh my god. Yep. Riding the elevator would be suicide.
Sena's voice rang out from above me. Had she read my mind again? With a sigh, I started heading up the stairs toward her voice. Sena was waiting 2 stories above me. As soon as I caught up, she started climbing again.
敵の本拠地でエレベーターに乗ったら閉じ込められて身動きが取れなくなるのがオチだろ。
If we rode the elevator inside the enemy HQ, we'd just end up getting cornered, wouldn't we?
それはそうだけど
I suppose that's true.
それより西条、将軍について教えろ。そいつはいつからお前を攻撃するようになった？
More importantly, Nishijo, tell me more about this Shogun. When did they initially start coming after you?
1ヶ月ぐらい前から
About a month ago?
話したことがあるんだな。
And you've talked with them before, correct?
When I nodded in response, Sena stopped dead in her tracks and looked down on me from a few stairs above. I can see your panties from this angle, Sena-san. I averted my eyes out of reflex.
どんなことを言っていた？
What did they say?
A lot of things. I took a moment to tell Sena about everything Shogun had said up to that point, as well as the fake kidnapping he'd staged to try and scare me.
畑野、 という名前に聞き覚えは？
Does the name Hatano ring a bell? Oh, she thinks Shogun is Hatano.
ないけど。
No?
将軍が言っていたかもしれないだろう。よく思い出せ。
Shogun might have mentioned him. Think harder. Hatano? I'd never heard that name before.
誰？
Who is Hatano?
プロジェクトノアに関わっていた男だ。
A man affiliated with Project NoaH. I didn't know him. I didn't even know what Project NoaH was.
そうか。知らないなら別にいい。
Fine. If you don't know, then forget it. Sena turned away in a huff and resumed her climb in silence.
Mada.
There's still more? Oh, shit. We've gone up at least 20 stories with next to no breaks. I'd probably never climbed so many stairs in my entire life. I was exhausted. I didn't want to climb anymore. Sweat trickled down my forehead, stinging at my eyes. I wiped it off over and over again with my hands, but it continued to beat no matter what I did. My legs felt heavy. I couldn't breathe. It felt like I was gonna suffocate. I planted my hands on my knees in an attempt to catch my breath. Drops of sweat fell from my face and dotted the floor.
あとどれぐらい登るの？
How much farther?
社長室は最上階にあるらしい。30
Oh, they are gonna just straight up confront him. Like, they're gonna go up to him and they're gonna find that he's been stabbed straight with his own D-sword straight on the desk. And then his son, freaking Shinichiro Narose, flies by on a helicopter. The presidential office is apparently on the top floor. Floor 31. Oh, that's not a very tall building. For like a corporate office? That is not very tall at all. 10 more floors to go. Hold on. Why was I even going on along with this in the first place? All I did was ask Senator to protect me, so why was this happening to me? Polnareff. There, just a straight up JoJo reference. Just straight up. Polnareff's face appeared in the back of my mind. My heavy breathing reverberated throughout the quiet staircase. Surprisingly, Sena didn't try to go on ahead after I caught up this time. Instead, she leaned against the wall and stared at me with a blank expression on her face. You know, for such a big anime fan, I would expect you to make a lot more references. I think I've made more references than you in this whole freaking Let's Play, Takumi, and that's just appalling. Seemed like she was finally letting us take a short break. Mounted above Sena was another one of the security cameras. They were installed on every floor. There was no way they hadn't found out that we'd been climbing the staircase by now. Security guards could arrive at any moment.
監視カメラに細工をしなかったのは
The reason I didn't tamper with the security cameras earlier. Suddenly, Sena began to murmur something.
将軍がもし望みの人間でこのビル内にいるならおびき寄せることができるかもしれないと思ったからだ。
It's because of this Shogun as a member of Nozomi. He could be in this very building. I thought we could lure him out.
つまり僕がおとりってわけ？
So what you're saying is, You're using me as bait?
そういうことになる。
Yes, that's right.
もともとのぞみになんか興味はなかったんだけどな。このビルに乗り込むことにしたのだってイレギュラーだ。
Really? I initially had no interest in Nozomi. Even deciding to infiltrate this building was an irregularity.
もちろん、いつかはプロジェクトノアを潰そうとは思っていたが、それは今じゃない。それよりも優先しなくちゃいけないことがあった。
God damn it, Coco, what are you doing? I obviously plan to destroy Project NoaH at some point, but now isn't the time. I have something else that takes priority.
She become awfully talkative all of a sudden. Was she finally gonna explain why we were here? Why Sena didn't reveal what that something else was?
お前の話を聞く限り、その将軍は何かを知ってる。あるいは、旗野のことも。
From what you've told me, this Shogun knows something. It could even be something about Hatano.
For a split second, her face stiffened upon saying that name. Were they really that terrible of a person?
安心しろ、西条。これは交換条件だ。お前におとりになってもらう代わりに、私はお前を守る。
Relax, Nishito. You're getting something out of this too. In exchange for your being the bait, I'll protect you.
それにお前だって将軍の正体を知りたいだろ。脅威を排除するにはこちらから攻撃。
And also, you want to learn this Shogun's identity, right? To eliminate the threat, you need to go on the offense. Someone gonna... Oh boy. Someone's coming. Which mid-bosses is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Suwa or the nurse? Hazuki.
Sena abruptly stopped. She then frowned, stepped away from the wall, and readied her gigantic D-sword, right in the middle of the narrow, cramped stairway.
どうしたの？
What's going on? Sena didn't answer. She peered down the stairwell and then up, only to freeze in place.
この声、どこから？
That voice. Where's it coming from? Uh-oh.
A voice?
お前、何者だ？
Who the hell are you?
She suddenly shouted. I thought she might have been shouting at the security camera, but her gaze was directed further upward, toward the ceiling. It couldn't be God's gaze. I had a bad feeling about this. Unable to resist the bait, I looked up at the ceiling. Naturally, there was nothing there. After all, I couldn't hear the voice, but I have a good idea what it was. Shogun. He was reading our minds using some satellite way up in the sky. It was making Sena hear some kind of voice.
セナ、その声を聞いちゃってダメだ。
Sena, don't listen to that voice!
Uh-oh.
セナ。
Sena! I promptly grabbed hold of her shoulders and shook her.
将軍は望みの人間じゃないらしい。
It doesn't seem like Shogun is a part of Nozomi.
I was right. She had heard Shogun's voice.
騙されてる。あいつは敵
Oh.
だ。信じちゃダメだ。
Did Shogun actually contact her? And he was like,
No, 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 you've got it all wrong. But someone from Nozomi is trying to impersonate me.
it was something like that. It's like,
Unfortunately, the idiot spelled my name wrong.
something like that, I imagine.
You're being tricked. He's an enemy. Don't believe in anything he says.
Hold on, you guys. It's getting a bit cold. I gotta turn the aircon off. I'll be right back.
音だ。
I hear something. Uh-oh.
Huh? My hands were still gripping her shoulders. She responded by grabbing my wrists tightly. Her nails dug in deep, shooting pain throughout my entire body. My face twisted in.
西条、音がしている。気をつけろ。
Nishijo, I hear something. Be careful. Oh shit, what's happening? Looks like a delusion. Oh wow. That's like a really clear CG. That's a really well done art of Nanami on the D sword.
A flash of light burst into my head, and from that light an image came forth. A dark room, a puddle of blood staining the floor, a modern art piece resembling that of a crucifix. Someone was bound there with their head lifelessly hanging down, their clothes stained in blood, their right hand cruelly severed. Ah! I'd seen it. I'd seen it clearly. That was without a doubt Nanami.
ナナミがこのビル
Oh.
のどこかに
Oh wow, so he realized you're here. Okay.
Nanami's here, somewhere in this building. She had been kidnapped by Shogun. Her wrist. That wasn't a delusion, it was real.
God damn it, we need Rimi here at least to help us. Fuck. Rimi, come over here. What the fuck are you doing, girl? We could really use your help. Oh, shit.
I had to find her. I wasn't able to see her before, and now Sena was suffering too. So I had to find her. This time for sure I had to do something.
落ち着け、西条。これは罠の可能性が。
Calm down, Nishijo. The likelihood of this being a trap is...
さっき君だって将軍の言葉を信じたじゃないか
Just a minute ago, you also believe what Shogun said, didn't you? I violently shook Sena's hands off me. Presidential office was on the 31st floor.
違う。音を聞け。将軍の干渉とは別の妄想だ。
Seriously, listen to the sound. It's a different delusion than Shogun's interference. Oh, he thinks that's at the top, but oh boy. It's the opposite direction.
I ignored her and sprinted up the stairs. There was no time to complain about my exhaustion. I was desperate. Nanami was suffering and it was my fault. It was all my fault. I failed her back then. I'd run away. She must resent me. Forgive me. I'm a pathetic excuse for an older brother. Damn it, I wanted power. I wanted a D-sword like Sena's.
Is he gonna get in this route too? That would be really cool.
Why? Why couldn't I get my hands on one? It was all I asked for. Nanami, don't die. I'm begging you.
Oh wow. Oh, this is cool. Oh my god. This is like some like vibes of like in a video game where you see like cutscenes of where the villains are meeting throughout the entire game. And then like near the end of the game, the hero like actually gets to that place where the villains hold all their meetings. It's like one of the last places you probably see. Oh wow. Oh, that's really cool. The Takumi is here.
Nanami! I made it to the giant 31st floor. There's only one entrance to it. Wasting no time, I flung it open and dove straight through. Just like that was the very same room that I saw in the vision. Several monitors hung from the ceiling, each displaying the word Nozomi on a white background. I looked all over for Nanami. The room was so dark I couldn't make anything out clearly, but...
Nanami.
Nomi. There were no signs of life. No movement, no breathing, nothing at all.
Nishijo!
Nishijo! Chasing after me, Sena flew through the open door. She forcefully grabbed my hand.
今すぐ出るぞ。これは罠だ。
We're getting out of here. Now! This is a trap!
だって、ナナミが。
But Nanami is...
聞こえないのか、この音が。
Can't you hear that sound? Uh-oh. Suddenly the door that we'd left open slammed shut all on its own. The room grew even darker.
しまった。
Shit. Sena ran to the door and wrestled with the knob, but I refused to budge. Then the outline of the D-sword in her hand suddenly faded to nothing. It was almost as if it had completely dissolved.
閉じ込められた。
We've been locked in.
だったら、力を使えばいいじゃないか。
Can't you just get us out using your powers?
うまく妄想できない。
I can't form delusions properly. Uh-oh. Sena's face twisted. She rubbed her temples and weakly shook her head. I was getting a headache. I only noticed it when I regained my focus. It wasn't severe by any means, but the minor faint pain seemed to reverberate from the very center of my head. An ache that throbbed and throbbed and throbbed. I feel kind of lightheaded. Nanami, where are you? Is this one of Shogun's traps? Is Shogun my ally? What kind of company is Nozomi Technology? What the fuck? So fucking random. My god, Takumi. Sena has such small tits. Who's a Dono anyway? Find out next time on Chaos Head, Chaosidal Monsters. Oh my god. Weird. I'm losing my train of thought.
バイオ周波数攻撃を受けているぞ。
We're being hit with biorhythmical attacks. Display on two of the monitors overhead suddenly changed. Placed the Nozomi logo, the faces of two middle-aged men appeared, one on each monitor. Oh, in this world they pseudo-fight those two.
まったく最近の若者は恐れ知らずだな。もちろん悪い意味でだが。
My word, the youth of these days know no fear. Of course, that is meant entirely in a negative sense.
いかにもおそらく井ノ原先生が推進したゆとり教育の産物だろうね。
Indeed. Perhaps this is the result of the lax education system you implemented, Mr. Inohana.
私はただ300人委員会のプランを実行したまでだがな。世界人間牧場計画の一環としては悪くないプログラムだったよ。
I was merely executing the plan as specified by the Committee of 300. as a single link within the chain of the worldwide human domestication project. It was a serviceable program.
What was going on? Who were these people?
それを潰したのも井ノ原先生だというのがなんとも滑稽なところだ。300人委員会も予想外だっただろうね。
The fact that you were also the one to shut it down proved quite amusing. I imagine that fell quite outside the Committee of 300's expectations.
私と倉持先生の野心も知らず、のうのうと世界を
Really?
しているつもりなのだろうが、そんな連中に対するある種の宣戦布告だったんだよ、あれは。
Yes, Mr. Kuramochi. Ignorant to our ambitions, they fully intended to rule the world without a shred of opposition. To them, such an action served as a declaration of war.
世界を掌握するのに300人も必要ない。我ら2人で十分なのだからね。
Conquering the world does not require the power of 300. Two of us are more than enough.
What were those two talking about? And right as I was thinking that, the two men on the monitors turned their ears to me.
それにしても、ノルセが言っていた通りだったね。まさかここまで馬鹿正直に網にかかる者がいたと。
Placing the matter aside for now. That went exactly according to Narosi's predictions. Oh, no, sorry, wrong place.
Placing the matter aside for now, it all went exactly according to Rosie's predictions.
Really? Oh, man.
I never would have thought anyone would be foolish enough to wander directly into our nest.
1週間も放置しておけば、衰弱してろくに抵抗もできなくなろう。それから拷問しようとしゃれ込もうではないか。
If we were to leave them here for a week, they would grow far too debilitated to resist. After which, how about we return and treat ourselves to a rousing torture show?
畑のセナはすでにコードサンプル取得済みと資料には。
We've already collected and stored Eternal Sinner's code sample in our database.
Sena, who is that?
洗脳を施した方が良さそうだ。我らの兵士とし。
We would be better off brainwashing her. Once that is done, shall we make her our soldier?
兵士兼慰み者だな。
Oh, boy.
ギガロマニアックスの少女を奴隷とするなど、実に気分が良さそうではないか。
I propose we not only make her our soldier, but our plaything as well.
Oh, God. Yuck.
Enslaving our old little gigalomaniac girl sounds like an even better option.
Oh, yuck.
先生もお好きだね。
Wow. Who would have thought? Who would have fucking thought? Oh, God. Yuck.
As for your taste such as refined as mine, Mr. Inohana.
では、ギガロマニアックスの諸君、監禁生活をせいぜい楽しみたまえ。
Well then, our dear little gigalomaniacs, please enjoy your confinement to the fullest.
1週間が経つ頃には、プロジェクトノアにより世界は大きく変わっている。
Oh, 1 week. Okay.
その変革の瞬間を見ることができない君たちに同情するよ。
1 week from now, Project NoaH will have brought drastic change upon the world. You have my greatest sympathies for not being able to bear witness to the moment of reform.
The old man disappeared from the monitors, and the room was covered in darkness once again. It had been a trap. It had all been a trap. To think 2 grown men, one of which I was sure was a member of the House of Representatives, would join forces just to trap some random otaku freak like me. This couldn't be real. It had to be a fucking joke. Nomi wasn't here. She had to be in prison somewhere else. I felt absolutely pathetic for playing right into their hands. If I had known this would happen, I would have just listened to Sena.
衆議院議員と天聖振興会の教祖が300人委員会の一員だったとはな。
Alright, okay, you guys. I think I'm gonna save here while they're trapped, and yeah, I just have to save over this, I guess. So yeah, we'll finish this route tomorrow, and if we can, I'll get everything prepared for the Remy route. Very interesting so far. A very interesting change of pace of them like going to the headquarters. But yeah, I'll see you guys on this one will be on Thursday, and tomorrow is New Trails. So until next time, I will say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You hold the sweetest of hearts. See ya.